The following is a presentation on the Donnie Sports 17 Network. Basketball, 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 basketball. Hoops from the Big 12 Women's Basketball Classic, and we just got Oklahoma 59-46. So it's Texas taking on Baylor for the championship on Monday night. And it's time to get the comments from the troop from Texas.
Well, it was obviously a bit of an ugly game offensively for both teams, but it was expected. We know each other so well and very, very familiar, play similar style, so I anticipated it being a little bit ugly, and it was. But we got off to a slow start and really have to give a lot of credit to our players that they didn't get down on themselves. They've really matured this year with that, in a sense that they've not let their offensive woes sometimes get to them defensively, which is much better than we were a month or so ago. But a lot of contributions from a lot of players, but I would say that this was just a team effort defensively. A lot of players made some plays for us, but I thought the difference in the game was our team defense.
Okay, we're going to take questions for our student athletes first, and if you would like to ask both young ladies to answer the question, please tell us which one first. We're recording this and doing transcription. Got a question on the second row.
Rick Cantu, the Honest American Statesman. Crystal, you went into the ball game with about 6 minutes to go, and you quickly hit a couple threes. When you went in, what did you think your role was when you went in?
Well, I feel like my role is whatever my team needs it to be. I just try to come in and give the team energy, and I was open for the shots, and I just took them without hesitation.
Got a question on the front right.
Chuck Carlton, Dallas Morning News. For both student athletes, beginning with Brianna, just at the beginning of the season, everybody thought you might be in this position playing for the tournament championship. Then midway through the season, nobody thought you'd be here. Just talk about the journey that you guys have taken and maybe what you guys have learned along the way.
Well, the journey's been tough, but I mean, we overcame the adversity that was put upon us, and I think that's what it's all about. Basketball is a game of up and downs, and it's how you handle it. So I think we're handling it pretty well now. Like we're starting to become more of ourselves, and we're getting back to playing defense, so everything's working out well.
Question on the second row.
Brianna, OU didn't score or field goal for about the last 10 minutes of the first half, except for the three at the very end. What specifically, defensively, were you doing to create problems for the Sooners?
Well, I just wanted to be active. Of course, I didn't want them to score, so we started playing more team defense. We started helping each other more, relying on our help. So that came together, and our defense just solid.
Chuck.
For Crystal, Coach talked about, it was kind of an ugly game, but will you take winning ugly, especially with the defensive effort and things you had to do out there?
Of course, you always want to win, but yeah, it was an ugly game, but Coach told us coming into the game it wasn't going to be pretty, so we just hung in there and stayed solid as a team and got the win.
Got a question on the second row?
Crystal, you went to Skyline High School nearby. Were you extra motivated by playing in Dallas, and how many people did you have here?
I mean, well, it's always fun to play in your hometown, so I was pretty happy about coming back home to Dallas, but I mean, I knew we had to get a win. I'm more excited about being in the championship game and bringing a win home to Texas, to Austin, so that's exciting for me as well. But I probably had like 20, 30 people in the stands, a lot of family and friends.
Side with Lang and Amani Stafford, and I guess expound upon when a team can do nothing in the lane, what that does to them everywhere else.
It makes a huge difference. We were able to get out on their shooters, run them off of the three-point line because we do have those two. And I spoke about that in the locker room. As much as I thought some of our guards hit some big shots and made some big plays, I really thought that the interior defense and the interior play, period, was probably the difference in the game. I thought we were more solid than we have been at times against Oklahoma on the inside. Again, we're both so knowledgeable of each other's sets and what we do that I think we paid a little more attention to detail this time. I thought Amani played really terrific.
Question on the front left.
Yes, Donnie Yarnick, Leader, USA Newspaper. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Yes, and you mentioned the defense, and when you hold a team down to a long period of time with no shots, that's rather impressive. Do you see these grinder-type games, not much offensive flow, but a lot of defense as you move forward? And what do you think about facing Baylor again?
Well, I think it could be potentially one of those kind of games also because we mirror each other quite a bit also from a personnel perspective. I think they're really good. Our players are confident, and I love the way they spoke just